Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another day of the stream. We're back again with Dragon Age Inquisition and finishing up some of the mess that Blackwall caused, or should I call him Tom? Yeah, so let's get right back into it. Oh, Lord, I didn't even notice. Alright. And we just got some alerts that... Ooh. There we go. That some of our quests are done, but let's check in with some of the people. Varric, you might be feeling a little bit better now. No? Do you just not want to... You turn to look at me, Varric. Oh god, it's being real choppy.
Looking for someone to talk your ear off? I think I can oblige.
Inquisition, personal questions.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Okay,
Thanks,
so
Varric.
nothing.
No problem.
Alright, so since I can hear that, there is some goddamn troubles going on. Let me just get up and close it. Who else? Do we need to talk to anyone else? I think I've talked to everyone, really. So let's just check the quest log right quick. Subject. Oh, we do need to talk to Cole, which, you know, that makes a lot of sense since that mission he wanted us to do is straight up done now. Cool. So let's give him the amulet. Is that it, though? Well, Pride had wrought specializations for the Inquisitor. I should probably get to that, even though we have the stuff done already. Let's go speak to Cole now. Oh god, it's being real choppy today. I guess this is why you don't tab in and out of EA games.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
But I think it's stable now. Nope. Said that literally way too late.
The witch? You don't know. She was mentored by Asher Bellinor.
How lovely.
Wait, where the hell? Oh, there he is.
Lemon, the witch of the wilds.
Isn't that
Cole.
A cold flame blazes in a robe worth more than children. Protect her, and she consumes you, burning because she can.
Here you go, buddy.
I found the amulet that Solus told us about. Would you like to try it on?
Yes, but not here. I like it here. We need some place that can go away if it becomes sharp. What do I do with it?
You found one of the amulets. Excellent. May I? It is simple enough. You put it on, I charge it with magic, and you should be protected.
Alright, if Cole is sure you think it will work, do it.
We know it's not just going to work, right? It never just works.
Have faith, Inquisitor.
What was that? Oh, what are you doing to the kid?
Stopping blood mages from binding me like the demons at Adamant. But it didn't work.
Something is interfering with the enchantment.
Something like Cole not being a demon?
Cole is a demon. Varric might be right. I don't know what Cole is. I mean, we don't know what Cole is. Varric might very much
Solus,
be right. But...
is it possible that the amulet doesn't work on Cole because he's too human?
Regardless of Cole's special circumstances, he remains a spirit.
Yes, a spirit who is strangely like a person.
I don't matter. Just lock away the parts of me that someone else could knot together to make me follow.
Focus on the amulet. Tell me what you feel.
Warm, soft blanket covering, but it catches tears. I'm the wrong shape. There's something. There. That way.
We'll investigate, so we're off hunting. This is a distraction.
It appears we have something to find. I told you it never just works.
All right, kid. Get Cullen and work with him on the map to figure out where you're sensing something wrong.
Will you come with me? All of you?
Sure. All right, I get it. You like spirits. But he came into this world to be a person. Let him be one.
I care about results. I agree with Varric. Let's...
If I see a way to protect Cole without taking away whatever he is, I'll use it. But Cole clearly needs our help.
I'm not saying we do nothing. But that ritual of theirs only works on demons, right?
This is not some fanciful story, child of the stone. We cannot change our nature by wishing.
You don't think?
However we deal with the problem, our next step is to track down whatever is interfering with the enchantment.
All right, well. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, it's loading. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see where we end up. Here's hoping it's not something too strenuous. Oh, God. Oh, jeez, excuse me. Oof. Come on. Loading screen to the game. Loading screens to the game. Is it actually loading? I don't think it's loading because the little Inquisition eye in the bottom right hand corner, which you guys can't see because of conveniently where I placed my face cam, which didn't notice that for a while. Yeah, it's telling us it doesn't look like it's loading. And I don't understand why. Great for bots. Okay, uh-oh. There might be an actual just full-on problem with my internet. Let me check. Oh, what the f... Jeez. Okay, now it's definitely loading. Sweet. Alright. So, there are many lords and ladies in Valroyo. And I mean this literally. Once the system of no... Will y'all fuck off for like once, please? Once the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons, baronesses, baronets. What the hell is a baronet? Sub-barons, and a horde of others, each with its own origin, and its nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility play the grand game, as it is known whether they wish to or not. It is a game of reputation and patronage, where the moves are made with rumors and scandals as the chief weapons. No gentle game. This. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Draken, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Orlais in Valrio than the statue of Draken stands in. Stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Draken determined the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles besides his own, and Lord and Lady. And I suppose Grand Duke too. As I am told, with all the twittering amusement, that this action did not end the grand game as Draken had intended. Now lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as Exalted Patron of Tussus Clay, or Uncle to the Champion of Tremes. It is a headache to remember such title. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking mouthful. And one winces to think of the poor doorman at the walls who must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. Aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither a concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be in good graces of a noble, and is even watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the game. And then there is the masks and cosmetics. I have not seen such paint since the kennels at Highever. Jesus. But that's another story. From Beyond the Frostbacks by Ban Teoric of West Hills, 920 Dragon. Jeez. Okay, are these loading screens just lasting longer now? I hope not. Because that's absurd. I don't need to be sitting for an hour trying to load this damn game. Are we? Come on. I guess not. 30 more minutes to go. Oh, God. How have you guys been doing? Well, that's good. Ooh. Pop hasn't made me burp like that since Mountain Dew. Well, only certain types of Mountain Dew. Like, oh god, Mountain Dew Voltage. Mountain Dew Voltage and what's the orange one? The orange one. Live Wire. Live Wire makes me fucking burp like I was a backfiring car. I don't know what the hell that means. It just gutturals my stomach. Makes me blast burps. Up, I hear music. Sounds like Pharrell then.
Yeah, this should get me through the month. Now, give me a moment. Greetings. Can I help you?
You. You killed me.
What? I don't even know you.
You forgot. You locked me in the dungeon in the spire, and you forgot, and I died in the dark.
The spire?
Cole, stop.
Just take it easy, kid.
He killed me. He killed me. That's why it doesn't work. He killed me, and I have to kill him back.
Cool, wait, I don't understand. We'll take care of this.
Before anyone gets killed, I need to know what's going on.
Cole, this man cannot have killed you. You are a spirit. You have not even possessed a body.
A broken body, bloody, banged on the stone cell, guts gripping in the dark, dank. A captured apostate. They threw him into the dungeon in the spire at Val Royo. They forgot about him. He starved to death. I came through to help. And I couldn't. So I became him. Cole.
If Cole was an apostate, that'd make the guy we just saw a Templar. Must have been buying lyrium.
Let me kill him. I need to.
Solus, what do you think? Varric, what do you think? I still don't understand. Okay.
Solus?
We cannot let Cole kill the man.
I don't think anyone was going to suggest that, Chuckles.
Cole is a spirit. The death of the real Cole wounded him, perverted him from his purpose. To regain that part of himself, he must forgive.
Come on. You don't just forgive someone killing you.
You don't. A spirit can.
Varric?
Varric.
The kid's angry. He needs to work through it.
A spirit does not work through emotions. It embodies them.
But he isn't a spirit, is he? He made himself human. And humans change. They get hurt. And they heal. He needs to work it out like a person.
You would alter the essence of what he is.
He did that to himself when he left the Fade. I'm just helping him survive it.
Cole will become more human. The amulet may not be necessary. Cole will become more like a spirit. The amulet should function properly. We're gonna go with Varric.
Cole will never grow into a real person until he comes to terms with what happened.
Leave it to me. All right, kid. You want revenge? Come with me.
That fucking chest hair.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry isn't going to help him now, is it, kid?
No.
trigger and put him down like a mad dog. Do it.
No!
How you doing, kid? Feel any better?
No.
You can't make it all just go away. I learned that the hard way.
Forget.
No. He needs to remember. You too. We're done here.
Well. All right. All right. An entire unit of men was slain by one creature. I didn't believe it at first. Your perfection. At first your perfection. But it appears that. Excuse me. But it appears that that this is so. We have survivors, and well, at first I thought his rantings pure exaggeration. It appears to be no simple skeleton. The descriptions of the creature's abilities were eerily similar to those our brothers at Manaris Pell encountered almost an age ago. Men pulled through the air, skewer themselves on a creature's blade, and attacks so quick that it was able to assault multiple opponents at once. Know your perfection. This perfection of what we have is here is indeed a revenant, nothing less. From the letter to Divine Amara the Third, 571 Exalted. A revenant is a corpse possessed by a demon. A demon of pride, or of desire, making it among the most powerful possessed opponents one can face. Many possesses spells. Okay. Jeez. I guess that makes sense. And the desire demons are the most powerful ones because they can manipulate people, but like pride demons are straight up beasts, and we've seen that as we have fought them several times, and they can just be beastly depending on how good
All we
or
know,
bad you're.
the amulet will now never function. Cole remains vulnerable to binding.
No, he isn't. The amulet didn't work because he's too human, right? Maybe now the kid's also too human for that binding magic to work on him.
I hope you're right.
It still hurts. When do I stop hurting?
Will help.
Being with your friends can make you feel better.
Come on, kid. Let's go for a walk. It'll clear your head.
The left hand misses a friend with 2 different names. She's hurting, sad, alone, but everyone can see me now. They remember. How do I put honey in Leliana's wine without her noticing?
I can help with that.
Speaking of which, that's who I need to talk to.
It is good that he is not entirely changed, however human he becomes.
Okay. Solus is gone. Oh. It's because nothing is loading. Although his icon isn't there either. Wait. Is he up? There's Varric. Oh, he has something to do.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, the color's gone.
You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
Start what? Yes, that would be bad. Just playing along with it. Yes, that would be bad. What are you talking about?
What exactly were you starting without me now?
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home.
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
Go easy on me, I'll play. I'll see that bit.
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
It's like, fuck you, you are bluffing.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I've got a story. Tell one now, Varric. Deal again, Josephine. We need more drinks.
I've got one for you. So, my kith was hired for a simple caravan escort in southern Navarra. 12 days of walking alongside donkeys and men who smelled like donkeys across flat nothingness. Shokrakar turned to the donkey and said, "We'll let this go if you will," and walked away.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again.
Oh, Josephine.
And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
Deal me in too.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say a word.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
You won the whole pot. I knew you could do it, my love.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Doesn't break eye contact.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
This was fun. What does that mean? I am the Inquisitor. It was fun.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
Of course.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Alright, hey there, thank you for the follow. How you guys
Who's
doing?
that? Did I win?
She's like half passed out under the table. Jesus. Oh, damn, the color is going on. How's everybody doing? Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can ridicule Cullen for losing. First, you got anything more?
Need something? Or are you just here to admire
Okay,
the
no.
dwarf?
No. Oh, wait. Special? What's special? Barrick,
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
what's this? Oh, just a religious question. Yeah, we're gonna go make fun of Cullen
Carry on.
first. How's everybody doing? You look distressed.
My friend.
Oh,
We'll talk later.
I guess you're not. Uh-oh. There we go. Cullen. Did you get your armor back, buddy? Oh, he does have something to say. I know, poor Cullen, Jesus.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
I'm doing all right. How are you doing? I tend not to. I try to not talk during cutscenes. So if I seemingly space out here and there, that's probably what's happening.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
Let's see. I'm glad I could help. Try to avoid that. Just be careful. I'm glad.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was... not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're too hard on yourself. It's good to let go. You can't ignore the past. I mean, you can't ignore the past, but you also gotta not be so fucking hard on yourself, my dude.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
Feel better when we win. I'm scared I'll fail. My friends keep me grounded. Don't concern yourself. I would say, Fred, like, with that whole fucking card game, our friends keep us grounded.
I've met good people here. Knowing they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
You know, I'd really say interesting is an understatement. Alright, well, he He at least has some dignity back. Oh, Cole. Cole is somebody we need to talk to. Because we just got him that amulet. And he should be feeling better now.
He sounds new. Echoes of laughter on an empty riverbed. Not for sailing, but safer.
Do you want to go somewhere? What the fuck does do you want to go somewhere mean? Is this your first playthrough? No! No, it's my canon saves playthrough, though. Because this is the first time I've been able to, like, link all of my previous games, like Dragon Age 2 and Origins together. And also, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't very thorough the other times that I've played the game, so I'm seeing some new stuff that I haven't seen before.
How would you like to get out of here? Maybe do something fun?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Come on.
What's this? So yeah, not the first time, but a new time, I guess you could say. The only thing that really kills me is that for some reason on PC, the loading screens are extremely long. What class am I playing? Technically, I'm playing the Sword and Shield Warrior, but as per the title, I did a little bit of modding, and I unlocked all the skill trees. Excuse me. All the, like, class specialization skill trees. So I'm, like, doing a warrior mage mix right now. I've got some mage abilities, some regular warrior abilities, and reaver abilities. So I'm going to call that the Inquisitor class. Dreadnoughts. You think it's hard to fight Canary on land? Well, you've never had to face them in open water. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's pretty fun, actually. Fighting with like 6 different ranges of abilities. It ironically makes the game easier. I don't know why, because I'm playing on normal right now, but it makes the game like way easier, and I guess that's because I can do things that technically shouldn't be comboed together. But hey.
Inquisitor, you honor us with your presence. May I bring a sampling of fine cheeses for you and your guests?
Please? I love cheese.
I don't eat.
Well then, just a bottle of a fine Gislane White to start. Please enjoy your meal this evening, your worship.
Just says, I don't eat.
He saw me. They all see me.
I'm proud of you. It's a good step. This should be normal. Well, that's dickish. And it's a good step.
Next you'll be eating and drinking and everything else.
What else is there?
Have you used the privy yet? That should be enlightening.
I find people when their pain leaves them open. I ease the pain. I leave, they forget. That was enough for me. Now they remember, and I'm not sure...
Cole?
I told you about Reese, the mage who could see me, my friend. My only friend for a long time. Evangeline showed me that Templars could be kind, but even she...
Oh, I'm sorry, Cole. I always play Canary. I've never actually played a rogue. I've done both warriors, a rogue, not a rogue, God. both warriors and a mage, but never a rogue. I've also never played a dwarf. But I should probably do that at one point. As for romancing Josie, I love Josie so much. I'm romancing her in this playthrough and romance her in literally almost every playthrough I've ever had. Is this painful? Are you sure? Are you going to get dark? What the hell does that mean? I don't understand.
Cole, if this is troubling, we don't have to talk about it.
Gentle. You watch me walk into darkness over and over, and you always worry. Thank you. But this isn't about them. It's about... When I found out I wasn't human, when I grew, I lost Reese. I lost my only friend. That's why I was scared about letting all these people see me. That's why I laughed.
Let's see, she's the best. Yeah, I describe Josie and like characters like her as precious little butterballs because I can't resist how sweet and innocent and precious they can be. And they make me have faith in people. Now let's see, that's why I laughed. Got me lost. For hiding fear.
You're laughing at yourself.
Yes. This world taught me that changing means losing your friends. But now I know that doesn't have to be true. I have enough self to know that what I felt was foolish. Isn't it wonderful?
Not hard time not romancing Sarah. I romance Sarah every now and again. I prefer Josephine more. But Sarah's grown on me. Yes, it is. It's a little odd, actually. Not really. If you say so.
It's another good step, Cole.
I might like being human. What do you think I'll learn next?
Probably how to use the bathroom. Just that domineering Inquisition soldier just standing right there in the corner. It's just like, don't worry. I will protect you. It's like, yeah, the giant Kunari who constantly carries around a sword and can blast magic from her hands is gonna need you with your knife. Who do you romance in Origins and DA2? Oh god, DA2 it was Meryl and only Meryl. I considered Isabella for like half a second, but I've only played DA2 and Origins once. But I considered Isabella for like half a second, and then I'm like, Meryl is amazing. Let me romance Meryl. And in Origins, it was Liliana. Mainly for the fact that I don't think I could have dealt with Morrigan's constant, like, passive-aggressive sarcasm. Which is ironic, because that's exactly how I am. Oh, God. So I went with Liliana. But Kieran still exists. I made the deal with her. God, I wish they brought more characters back from old games. Like, I know Zevran showed up in DA2 after Origins, and you can make contact with him in this game, but you know, excuse me, shit, you never actually like speak to him.
It wasn't blood in the bath, fingers on the scalp, intimate, and then the moment is gone.
You're human now.
May I ask, how things are, now that you're more human?
It hurts. Everything hurts. Everyone remembers me now. I can only make them miss me for a few heartbeats. But I'm real. More real, anyway. And I understand more than I did.
Hey, thank you for the follow there. Cole just saying everything hurts. Just like, yes, it does.
I'll talk to you later.
If you like.
Let's see. Love Meryl. Yeah, love Meryl. Romance Isabella. Yeah, too. And Liliana in Origins also. I have a thing for women rogues. What can I say? Lord. Yeah. It just kind of makes me wonder, like, what if they did a female version of Zevran? How many people would go with that? Because Zevran was also a trip. He was crazy. But, like, what if they did an Antivan, like another female Antivan? Oh, God. Cassandra's over there practicing. I don't think I have anyone to talk to left, so let's just go, start. Wait, I think Vivian might have had something she wanted to say. I don't remember. We should also check on Dorian, because I know I haven't talked to him since I pulled him through the fucking fade. In Origins, I romance Morgan, D82, and Isabella. Oh. Oh, God.
Here is the request Harriet made. I will see he gets it.
Dorian. There you go, you sarcastic fuck. Oh.
You have remarkably little here on early to Vinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
Such a critic. What are you looking for? Not to your standards. Not to your standards.
I see my library isn't up to your exacting standards.
It's alarmingly chaotic. I found a copy of the Oribalian in what seemed to be the Antivan Classics section.
How scandalous. Someone alert the Magisterium.
You laugh, but in some places there are punishments for that. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Wait, Gallimore, how'd you kill Zevran? I don't remember that being something that's possible. Oh God, yeah.
Hawk is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison...
Poor consolation. Should I be proud? I was lucky.
So, I should be happy I accomplished something so grand.
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
Yeah.
That's a good
true.
idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Okay, when he attacks you, you can kill him or recruit. Oh shit, that's right! Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I don't know. I wish what I kind of want, and I know it would be expensive to hire actors and like write. It would take more time to write for such things, but like I kind of want them to do like dual personality, not personalities, but like if there's a Zevran, there's a female Zevran, and they're both in the same game. So like do one of each gender for each like personality type. You can make them different, obviously. They don't need to be exact carbon copies. So that way, if you want to romance, like, if you love Zevran's personality, but you want to romance a female version, or if you love Liliana's personality, but you want a male version of that, you don't have to go through the trouble of downloading mods and possibly fucking up your game to do it, you know? Or they could do what they did with the Star Wars The Old Republic DLCs, which in the Star Wars The Old Republic DLCs, which pisses me off, you can't do it in the main game, but like they make certain characters bisexual and other ones just straight up gay, and you can start romancing basically everyone who never had a pre-established relationship, like romance tree, as the opposite gender. So like with Lana Beniko, you can romance her as both. Or I think his name is Lord Severus. I think you can also romance him as both.
I thought we might go somewhere a little more private.
I want love, Josephine.
I have so much to do, but... Oh, let's do. After you.
The only reason I killed him in Origin is because I play Hawk's cousin, so I felt responsible to kill him, so Hawk didn't have to listen to him flirt with Isabella. Okay. Morrigan, Aveline, Cassandra, and Jack from Mass Effect should all have been by. It makes me sad. I mean, honestly, like, Aveline, like, I know she had the whole, like, little romance arc with shit, what was his name? Donick? And was married previously, but I always see her as, like, the I don't have a sexual bone in my body type of person. Morrigan, I would see as not caring. Cassandra. As for Jack, I would see her being bisexual, like as a human being. I know that's not how that works with real people, but still, I would 100% see it. Or at least her being like down with anything. All right, let's get down to business. Right, and like, I don't know, BoJack Horseman covered it pretty good. Like, being asexual doesn't mean you're aromantic. So she, of course, could have still been married and been happy with that. Alright, so I think it's time we start what Pride had wrought. But give me a minute. I have to pop to the bathroom. Okay, I return. Jack has tattoos on her face. Like to think she's got to be bi. I mean, yeah, again, I would really think so too, that she is. But hold on, I can never fucking tell when my let's see. To me, Jack seems like LYK. What? Okay, this is gonna sound real ignorant, but what does LYK stand for? Okay. The Inquisition is now a force to be reckoned with. Call its allies and rally their soldiers and march with it, with Inquisitor Adar's army to the Arbor Wilds, where they will face Corypheus' zealots one final time. Yeah, all-out war. The Inquisition must stop Corypheus before the Darkspawn Magister finds a long-lost Elven artifact in the wilds that allows him to enter the Fade physically and claim its power. 16 to 19. I think we're like level 8. Let me check what level we are. Okay. Typos. Do you usually side with the mages or Templars? To be honest, headcanon says both, because there's no reason not to recruit them both. Really. Like, other than, like, internal politics within, like, the Inquisition itself, there's no real reason not to go after them both. I know there's a time mechanic-ish, but, like, if you think about it, the Inquisition's already in, like, Ferelden anyway. I'm not sure exactly where Therenfall Redoubt is, but the Inquisition's already in Ferelden. So what the hell is stopping them from marching to Redcliffe, offering them, I believe the correct word would be amnesty, if they fight under the Inquisition, and then taking the offer at Therenfall Redoubt anyway? Because by the time word of recruiting the mages reaches Therenfall Redoubt, they're already going to be there. The Templars are going to be with the Inquisition, and the Envy Demon's going to be dead. So what the hell is the point in not doing both? But are just as innocent as the mages I mean, kinda, because the Templars are just kind of bound by their duty, but it's also bound, caused by shitty leadership. And it was a situation, if you played Dragon Age 2, that just... It was, like, once Lyrium got involved, it was out of hand. Like, no one could have prevented it from happening. But in-game-wise, I always go with the Templars. Yeah, DA2 was rough. But that's only, like, we don't have many representations of others, the way other circle towers work. We've seen two. One of them was basically a prison, and the other one, everyone was slaughtered by abominations in Darkspawn. But I always go with the Templars because I see them for the purposes of the Inquisition, right? I know they only really say about, like, what you can do with the Please don't have stopped the stream. Okay, cool. Please don't have stopped the stream. But what you can do with the when it comes to the Inquisition, they say it's really only for the breach, but when it comes down to it, you're also going to need a ton of soldiers and experienced soldiers to fight off demons. And I think the people who have the best experience for that are the Templars. Alright, let me see. But that's just my opinion on it. Alright, so we're level 17. Character record. How close are we to 18? Excuse me. Oh, about halfway there. Alright, what pride had wrought? Alright, let's go to war.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
Another reason to stop him, we can't have that. Just sarcastic as all fuck. He won't live to try.
We don't have to worry about this Illuvion if Corypheus isn't alive to use it.
Stopping him thusly would be ideal, if you could manage it.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvian before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
I advise we stop panicking. Work as a team. I've got...
You follow the orders of your Inquisitor. All three of you. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus' army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
Yeah, Morgan, stop being a sassy bitch. Any further instructions? This is going to hurt. Corypheus has this coming. I'm proud of you all. Ah, fuck. I'm stuck between Corypheus has this coming and I'm proud of you all. Fuck him.
Remember what Corypheus has done while you plan. Every loss, every setback, every death. Let him learn what it means to be an enemy of the Inquisition.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvian.
Let's move. Alright, as for companions, I think we're gonna go straight combo. So Bull, yes, Sarah, and Dorian. The fuck's wrong with his tarot card's eyes? That's interesting. Alright. Oh, it seems the stream's a little bit behind. Oh, God. Ooh. All right. Is that your go-to party? Yeah, for the most part. Sometimes it really depends on what I know I'm going to be doing. Like, sometimes I'll take 2 warriors instead of just another warrior and then a mage. So if I want to like heavy hit some stuff, but my go-to party is usually a rogue mage and 2 warriors if I'm playing a warrior, because it balances it out really well. And I love putting all the sassy people together, because they've just had some really good interactions, be it sarcastic or not. I've never tried putting people like Dorian and Vivian together. I don't know how that would go, but I know Dorian is a little bit snippy with Cassandra at times. Oh, God. Okay. Actually, do I need that light? Yeah, their dialogue's great. like the one, I forget where I was. I think I was in the Exalted Plains, and Sarah and Viv are great. Yeah, Sarah and Viv are really great. But there was that time where I can't. That's just making me hotter. There was the one piece of dialogue where it's where Bull suggests like throwing Sarah, and it's great. good cold open. Yeah, the very cool. I've never actually used Cole as a companion. I don't appreciate him as much as I should, but like one of these days I'll try.
Inquisitor.
How goes the battle, Captain?
The Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Take care, Commander. As simple as that. Hold nothing back. Fuck 'em up.
Make the monsters pay, Captain. Leave none standing.
We shall not flinch, your worship. Not a one of us. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
Fuck 'em up.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Honestly, whatever brings them comfort.
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
'Twas not I who raised an army of faithful to storm this land, Inquisitor. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mathal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of elven legend. If Corypheus seeks it, then the alluvion he covets lies within. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
I usually something like Bull, Dorian, and Sarah. Yeah, same. Sometimes I like to do ladies too, so cast Viv and Sarah. Yeah, makes sense. Like, I usually switch out, like, before I get Dorian, I usually switch out Cassandra and Bull together with Viv and Sarah. God, I wish... Come on. What was that? I wish there were more of these, like, full-on war type scenes slash settings, because they're just amazing and they need to be done more.
Lord Lamarche.
Josie.
Inquisitor, I hear this Eluvian lies in a temple nearby. No doubt you're departing for it now. Be safe.
Don't worry about you. Be back soon. We'll be celebrating alone later. God.
Promise me you'll leave the instant the fight comes closer.
I promise. Return once you can.
Alright. Oh, hello, Briala. That's a bench that I can't get over.
You've put together an impressive army, Inquisitor.
You're dressed for battle.
The Herald of Andraste does the fray. I could hardly stay at home.
Alright, you should fight. Should you fight, Marquis? You still have an edge.
Should you risk yourself in battle, Marquise Briala?
It's safer here with the Red Templars than home with Orlesian nobles eyeing my back. It will be refreshing to see the blade coming. Sound the charge, Inquisitor, and we'll show Corypheus what comes of interfering in the affairs of Orlais.
All right. Wait. Oh, there's materials. Can't do that.
Now that's a view. Get your blood going.
Come on, let's go plug some assholes.
Plug some assholes. Okay, sorry about that. When family calls, family calls. You know how it goes.
As the sun renews itself, so must the faithful renew their love of the Maker.
Your penance shall be a joy, serving him with a heart of love unbound. Your struggle shall be a gift, for it redeems you in his sight.
Maker, let me be a worthy servant, that you might take me unto your side.
My thanks, your worship. Andraste must hear you. I was a pilgrim at Haven. I saw the wreckage and how you emerged to lead us. If the Maker bids me serve you, it will be done.
All right. Don't talk about the Maker too loud. You'll make Sarah have an internal crisis. Give me that gold. No more guitars. All right, let's head into battle. Oh, love that. I'm excited for DA4. Oh my god, yeah. I can't wait for it. Oh, thank you, sir. I can't wait for DA4, honestly. I'm still on the side of no game, no hype. That's the rules, but I can't help it. Like, now, for once, though, I want them to, instead of... Oh, excuse me. I want them to, instead of picking a new character, I really want to see more of Tevinter and Connaught. Yeah. But I want them, for instead of picking a new character, I want them to carry over your Inquisitor. Because this is a fight that they started, and I feel like they should finish it. Oh god. I feel like your Inquisitor should finish it. I feel like they should finish it. So I think like they should have a mechanical arm, a magic arm, or something, and just go into war again. Oh god, I overshot. Hello, Brianna. Ooh, good job, Wolf. Oh, that's right. That takes up space. But yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know who they're gonna put as the main character. I hope it's the Inquisitor, but you know. You know how BioWare likes to do their stuff. And get fisted long range. There you go. That is cool that we should be taking part of taking down the yeah. I think it's not clear. I know because before I speak any further, have you played the Trespasser DLC? Does anybody have any problems with me spoiling the Trespasser DLC? I don't want, you know, I don't want anyone mad at me because I spoiled the DLC that they planned on playing. Yeah, I know BioWare is kind of a mess right now, and it makes me sad. It makes me really sad to see them go. And now, it seems like the Star Wars The Old Republic team is still going strong, and I'm glad for that. But I don't want to... Yeah, I'll play whatever I get big, you know. And I don't want them to, you know, die and end up in a THQ Nordic situation. Oh, he's still alive. Okay, you have played Trespasser. Well, I'm thinking... Shit, what was I about to say? I think... God, what was it? What? Shit. Alright, let's keep moving forward. But I think they should give the Inquisitor new arms. Let them finish out the story, because I think the Venatori are gone by the time Trespasser
Those were Grey Wardens.
rolls around.
They must be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
Or at least, like...
That or you got another set of wardens pissed at you somehow.
I would hope not, but I think, like, either the Venatori are gone or at least in a very small amount of hiding, because if not, you know, they have nothing to go for now, because Corypheus is dead. And I think it would be great for the Inquisitor to finish off their story that was started in Inquisition. Because technically, like, I know Dragon Age Origins was the first game, and that usually happens because they don't number the first game in the series. But technically, Inquisition is like how Assassin's Creed does it with subtitles. This is technically not a mainline line story. It may be canon, but it technically is not the main game. So for all we know, they could title, they could like not even give us a subtitle for the next Dragon Age game and just call it Dragon Age 3. Make a lot of sense. So that way, the Inquisitor can still be in a game.
Not even a challenge.
And it'd be like part of the overarching story of the whole series. Unless them calling it Dragon Age 2 Dragon Age 2 is just a fluke. Okay, who is... Oh, there you go.
For the Herald!
I can't force.
The monsters are running, your worship.
Good, keep the pressure on. Oh shit, is it this way or that way? Yeah, it's this way. Can I storm parts? Yeah. So that's just my opinion. I'll play it
There,
and I will
ahead,
enjoy
an
it
entire camp of Red Templars.
if it's
Watch
not.
yourself! Watch us on the wall!
I just think it does them a disservice to not have the Inquisitor finish it themselves, or at least be some way involved. Sort of like how Hawk in this game is like Hawk and Morgan are technically. I think not having the Inquisitor has at least a companion, someone who's active in the story, does it a disservice to this, like, you know, to finish it. Thank you. I put this together just for my own preference, and I love it. And it kicks ass too. Oh, down there. Eats blood magic. Shit.
Were we just attacked by elves? Not for long we weren't. Weird looking, though.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Let's heal them up, top them off, and then grab that. And then we gotta... That's inventory. Honestly, let's get rid of that. So we can get Bianca arms. Where's the Bianca arms? We have at least get the Inquisitor as a companion or part of the game, if not the main character. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's fun to see your Hawk in the Inquisition. Exactly. They need to put your the Inquisitor in. Like, they can't just exclude them. Like the legacy, like the like if you were to take the legacy that Elven has, because it's like just like a 100, 200 years or so. And then times it by about 10. Like, multiply that legacy by 10. That's what the Inquisitor has. Like, it will be known that a Kunari, like, for me, like, it will be known that a Kunari female warrior, like, fought for humanity and dominated for humanity. As it should be, because somebody who completes such a feat, saving the entire world out of basically the goodness of your heart and partially circumstance. Like you deserve all the recognition you can get. And like, fuck the Exalted Council for trying to, like, I understand, no matter who you put as divine, they always try to advocate for you a bit. But like, fuck the Exalted Council for trying to dismantle the Inquisition. That's why I always, that's why I've always, like, the 3 times that I've played it, turned the Inquisition into a piece of the Chantry, so they won't go away. There's no way you can do that. Just like out of respect for what was done. I love playing Kunari. Alright, Sarah. But yeah, I feel it. First time I played DAI, I hadn't played any other. See, yep, Dragon Age was my first game too. Dragon Age 1 was... fuck. Inquisition was my first game too. And I hadn't played any of the other games. I had heard about them. I didn't really know what they were. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Right? It's like, hey, council, fuck off. I wish they explored, and I know it would be. Am I in a part of the map I'm not supposed to be? Oh no, oh god. I know they put it like in one line, one small line, like towards the end of the first fourth of the game, where it's where Bull has you talking to your soldiers, and the woman, I think her name was Mira or something like that. She's like, we're helping the Inquisitor build a new empire, and I'm sitting here thinking, what? Okay, can we do that? And I think, like, for all intents and purposes, the Inquisition should do that. Like, I know more.
We're keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Jesus, that's loud. I know Orlais started the temple, but like, just like the Vatican has Vatican City, and like, and us, like, what at this point in the Dragon Age is an essential organization that has control over so many people's lives. They should at least have their own land to govern and, like, set the example that they want to set. And I think, like, it should encompass the pieces of faith that have no God. Like, because I've seen, like, I saw, like, not a topographical map, but like what they call, you know, those political maps where it shows like the territory that every country actually holds. And there's a lot of territory between Orlais and Ferelden that is just not controlled by anyone. They assume it's part of the country, but there are no towns, there's nothing there. And like everyone just kind of, like the way the borders work, it's like technically no one controls this. And I think the Inquisition should get it and settle down and build an empire. That's just my opinion. I think it would be cool if they did it. In my head they did it, but you know, that's not what happens, unfortunately. Get fist. Let me get this. would be interesting to make this story. Yeah, like at least because I know they have comics, right? Or is it comics and books, or is it just comics? I don't know, but I think it could be like a good spin-off, at least a spin-off alternate universe type thing, sort of like how DC and Marvel does like their own alternate history type stuff. It like y'all know where the baseline universe is, but like at what point they are in the baseline universe, but you always get like an alternate history perspective just in case something different, and probably also showcasing the different ideas everyone has. So I'd love to see something like that. Hey, BioWare, if you get this, please hire me. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, who's gonna be listening to this? Wait, that's a lot. Okay, that's a word. Comics, books, I still have to read them. I've been wanting to read them. I can't find where they're all at, like, I can find some, but I want to start from the beginning, and I don't know where that is. I can't find, like, they don't even sell collections with all of them, which I think they should. Because it, like, the Witcher books do it. There are collection packs of all the Witcher books. The only ones that aren't included are, like, the 2 new ones. Because they're recent, and they haven't had the time to put them into a pack. Alright. But I wish they sold them all together. They should. Uh-oh. There we go.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
Namilana Sabanalet.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Cannot be! Across the bridge, now!
And this is why I think Corypheus is That's why I think Corypheus is an archdemon. Because Darkspawn, like normal Darkspawn, can't do that. Whew, Lord. Poisonous spider. Fuck poisonous spiders. Like stop. Fantasy games need to like come up with more creative enemies than just straight up spiders, man. Like, fuck spiders. I'm sorry if there are any of like the 8 or 9 people in here who love spiders. Like, cool, good for you. But fuck spiders. Oh God. Dogs in our... Fuck me. Okay. I think he invested part of himself into the dragon. Yeah, that's what happened. God, I hate spiders. Fuck spiders. But, yeah, that's what he did. And, like, because the dragon, I think, was just a dragon and wasn't an archdemon. But that's why I'm saying, that's why I think Corypheus is the archdemon. And if he wanted to / knew how to, he could have started another blight to go along with this. But I don't think Corypheus fully knows what he is yet. He won't ever get to find out. But, you know, still. I stopped playing Skyrim because I encountered a freaking giant spider. Couldn't deal. I do not like spiders. If spider is in the same room with me, I freeze up. You know what? I actively jump to try to kill the thing with whatever I can. Like the last time I saw a spider in my room, which is like literally just outside this door. Yeah, I basically live in my own apartment. I sprayed bleach spray on it until
At
it
last,
sizzled.
Mathal's sanctum.
Oh,
Let
fuck.
us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
If he's here for a mirror, why'd Corypheus say he wants a well of sorrows?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
They're the same thing? That's not good. You mean you don't know?
You were guessing. Corypheus might not be after this Eluvian. It might not even be here.
Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So, how many times do we need to kill him? It's a small number, right?
No.
Strike Corypheus down, and he will rise anew.
There are plenty
We'll
of
find a way
Darkspawn.
to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
Yeah. Like, honestly, yeah. That's probably what happened. Yeah, when you go up to kill something and then it just fucking disappears. And it's like, there's only a limited number of directions you can go. You can't just ethereally shift into another dimension, you fucking thing. God, oh God, and it kills me so much.
Yes.
Is Corypheus truly immortal?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Maybe because he's an archdemon. One of the first archdemons!
Will answering that question let us destroy Corypheus for good?
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
Okay, investigate. where are we in the temple? Tell me about Mythal. Tell me about these. What do you know of the elves?
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away. Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, implications are astounding.
Special. It would be unheard of. Could it be true?
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
It is thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
The room we stand in is a vestibule, not the temple proper. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more than a polite knock at the gate. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is to you or I.
You bow?
I find it difficult to picture you curtsying to anyone.
Have we become so familiar you can predict my manners and customs now? Nothing is lost by indulging in the occasional civilized conduct, particularly when unexpected.
Tell me about Mythal.
You said this Mythal was
up.
worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
What accounts?
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony. Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
To the beyond.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the elven gods were said to be, trapped in a land beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them. Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
Alright, thanks, Morgan.
Let's
I'm about to call her
continue.
Mythal.
As you wish. Yes?
No, what? Goodbye.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
Alright, thank you. Yes. Yeah, what was that? Oh, Arbor Blessing.
I see the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Anything good on them?
Rummage their corpses by all means.
What's this?
The Temple of Mythal. Constructed in an age when elves, not men, dominated this land.
Before the Imperium destroyed it.
They believed Mythal a goddess of justice. Elves came here to request judgment, after they proved their worth.
Elves built all this.
It's sealed.
Corypheus's lackeys managed to open it. Perhaps the altar.
Alright, let's unlock the door. Let's give it a knock.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
I only recognize a few phrases. Ah, a Belasan, meaning place of sorrow. That must be the well. There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shiven. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
Alright, well that's a start.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
Oh, no. This is bad. Rituals are bad.
Uh-oh,
Can't want
Sarah's
this.
having a panic attack.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Well done.
All right, we got it.
Let us see what awaits.
I honestly am probably going to skip all those puzzles, though. And through we go. Shab like it. Okay.
Don't let them pass!
Alright, let's kick some ass. What? Oh. Ring of fire. Increase the duration made only wait a minute. Oh, you can do fire mine. Okay. Wall of fire. Target hits hit by a fire mine are launched into the air. Instead of flame, you can now create multiple fire mines directly in front of you. Alright, let's just replace, what is that, dispel. Let's upgrade everyone else while we're at it. Nope, back. Remain stealth for a short time after attacking. You live in the darkness, entering stealth and now instant removes all debilitating effects. While in stealth, you can even pass through enemies without being detected. Interesting. I'm gonna go with this though. Poison helps your blades and arrows bite deeper. 5% health amount. Let's go with damage boost. Alright, we can do the rest of this later. Wait, somebody's still alive behind us? Oh, jeez. Camping. I don't think it matters.
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a hole. Jump in.
Just a thought. Maybe rushing through this place like a mad bull isn't the best plan.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
Are you certain? You want the well, don't you? We're here to stop Corypheus.
You're very eager to reach our destination.
Are we not all eager to stop Corypheus from achieving his mad plan?
It sounds like what you want is that well.
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I always got to use a guide for those puzzles. Yeah, me too. That's why I'm skipping them on stream. You're romantic. You know nothing about it. Why should I trust you?
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is matched only by my own. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What's the boon and price?
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most Elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Oh, why not tell me this earlier? Of course there's a price. Do you want the well yourself?
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
No, Morrigan. No, because that means I'll have to, try to figure out how the puzzles work. And I don't want to do that. So...
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor?
Shut up and
Think
jump.
carefully. There is no...
Dorian disapproves, Sarah approves. Sarah's terrified of this shit.
Finally, let's find this stupid well.
Oh, excuse me. Good job, man. Alright, where's the Dorian? Let's get that elf-root obsession going. go see what happened.
Let's take a look.
Dorian? Oh god, you're stuck on wall. Sarah, move. Leap back in the same wall? Okay. Wait, what? What's in here? Nope, don't need a knife, nor do I need any of these. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let's push forward. I'll take it. Take the fucking elf fruit. Did I just go around in a circle? I think I just went around in a circle. Okay. Actually, no. I'll do it. Oh, that's great that I can do that. I just realized I could do that. Okay. This is why it's always great to have a rogue with you. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. There's the loot that he dropped. Don't need any of that. Nope, don't need any of that. Don't need it. Need the elf fruit though. It's in here. That's great. Some helmets. Sarah. Oh, what's out there? Screw it. Okay. Sup, fuckers? Watch out! I've never seen one of them before. That's strange. Where you at? Where you at? Come on, oh, that's right. Dorian's technically not fighting. It's a good thing we got another mage on our hands now.
The Vince didn't want us getting through.
Let's find another way out.
I think we already did.
Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths alongside Elven, or at least those having our features. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are our enemies, our slumber. First off, tell me who you are. They're our enemies.
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Let's see. I should have had them drop that torch.
So, you're elves from ancient times, before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Alathan.
The Shemlin did not destroy Alathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over.
Wait, that's not right. What are you saying?
You would not know truth. Shemlin history is as short as the pool of your years.
What did the Imperium do then? Are you saying it wasn't a war?
The war of carrion feasting upon a corpse, yes. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
Well, what is the well?
What is this Vira Balasan exactly?
It is a path. One walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
We mean you no harm. That well could be useful. I came to stop Corypheus.
We did not come here to fight you, nor to steal from your temple.
I do not believe you. Our duty is clear. The Vira Belasan shall not be usurped, even if I must destroy it. Masal Dinan.
No!
Morrigan!
Alright, cool. Okay, sorry about that. It gets really overheated in here, and sometimes I gotta leave and cool off for a minute so I don't die of a heat stroke. I wish I could put like standard towers, and I don't know where to find them or how much they cost. I can't leave the door open because if you can hear
before my countrymen came along. Could that be true? I can hardly believe it.
Apparently humans aren't the only stubborn fools on this continent.
How old could they be if they died so stupid? Right?
I don't think you're right about that, Sarah. Though humans haven't been around for particularly long, we're pretty stupid and stubborn, and we've been around for a while.
Watch out for the mages!
Ah! Shit. Is that electric? Wait. They're electric mines? I'm really gonna have to... And I wish I could extend the toolbar on PC for more.
Take that, you filth!
Alright, open.
This place is like a maze.
Elfie elves didn't want normal people near their precious well.
I mean, it's pretty important, Sarah. Get right. And for those of you who are wondering, I stream every day, usually from 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time, mainly because it gets so hot in here. But I always go, you know, longer, shorter, depending on, you know, what's going on, how the day is, and if anything comes up. Because sometimes I've had things randomly come up and I'd have to leave. So I have to straight up leave the house too. So yeah. That's Eastern Standard Time. So I don't really know what the difference is between some places, but I know some places about an hour to 3 hours. So yeah, that's when I stream. If you miss a stream, I'll try to put out, you know, like, if I don't stream for some reason, I'll start putting out notifications to let you guys know. Though I'll have to start advertising, like, my Instagram then. Which I don't usually do, but I guess I will. I'll put it into the, to the end screen then. But if you miss a stream, I do always upload my streams, not in their entirety, because I cut pieces, not pieces, but I'll cut out the Be Right Back stuff. So I'll do that, and I upload that to a YouTube channel of the same name. So don't be afraid to pop on by and give that a little support.
How
too.
has such magic lasted?
I admit some of the earlier episodes were worse in quality because I didn't know what I was doing. I figured out some stuff.
The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor. The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now. Or not at all.
We need to talk. Too little, too late. You've been duped. Yeah, we need to talk, Calpurnia.
No, Calpurnia. We have things to discuss.
True. I did not think you so civilized. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge. Power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
That will end a disaster. Why are you the vessel? If not if I take it first.
If that's the case, why isn't Corypheus clawing at the well?
I will carry it like a jug brimming for his use. Can you not see? I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom to try to defeat Corypheus. But you'd still be just a child, playing with a sword. Corypheus will wield it as a master.
I'd rather just kill you. No, Corypheus plans to bind you, girl.
Once you've drunk from the well, Corypheus will use a ritual on you. You'll be a mindless tool, enslaved to his will.
Where I come from, idle tales must be proven.
Here, the page with his binding ritual. He tried it on your master, Erasthenes.
How could you know? And these runes, no one has written in these since... He made so many promises, and everyone alive! Then he this cavern vast! He was to give Tevinter a true leader. If Corypheus would misuse me, he'd misuse them too. I was blind.
You did this for Tevinter? That's not much of a question. Of course she did. She just said it. Then rebuild Tevinter.
Perhaps Tevinter does need a strong leader. Be that woman while you can.
You mock me, Inquisitor. As if you'd let me walk away.
It's a good idea. Maker knows we could use a reformer or 10 back home.
If Corypheus triumphs. Listen, if any power can challenge him, it lies in the well. Perhaps its price is too high, but if you can take it, humble him. Vitae Benefaria, Inquisitor. Do not follow us.
Oh, I didn't plan on it. Goodbye.
I will give you some time. I go to confront my master. Then I will return to Tevinter. If there is anything left of me.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Calpurnia is gone. We're done. Back on Morgan. We kind of need the well.
Calpurnia thought the well's knowledge was powerful. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
You'll care when Corypheus arrives for the well.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Nathal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
So it stays locked away. It's already lost.
Look around you. Everything your people were. It's already gone.
It is.
Why remain? Why perform a duty without purpose?
Our duty is all that remains.
Those who drank from the Vira Belasan paid a great price. Bound to the service of Mythal for eternity.
You claim Mythal was truly a god?
To you, it shall make no difference.
You have done. Backed into a corner.
And what if the well was destroyed? Or this entire temple? Are you so eager to die for sympathy's sake?
Nothing we can do now. I didn't tell you to kill him. This was wrong. Well done.
There must have been some other way.
Corypheus forced the elf's hand, and ours. Blame him, if you must. You'll note the intact Eluvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Eluvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Eluvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so hungry.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service. Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
Yeah, it's not like I can't learn, though. You alone have the training?
What training makes you so qualified?
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
Are you sure you want this, Morrigan? We don't know what will happen.
We do not, and yet it must be done. I am ready.
I know the dangers of the well. What does everybody else think?
Thoughts?
It all seems ghoulish. Let Morrigan use it, if she wants it so much.
It's called the Well of Sorrows. Sorrows? No one should go in the Well of Sorrows.
Any chance this well could help us against Corypheus? I say you take it.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Yeah. The simple fact is that Morrigan is always so shady, which is not the right word. She's always shady. So it makes me not want to trust her with it.
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
We still need you. It won't go to waste. The Inquisition needs this.
And who's to say it will go to waste?
I do.
Yeah, Sarah is greatly terrified of that.
Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a Magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. You will give me what I demand!
Wake up from your good decisions, stupid.
Not dead. Well, that's a relief. So, good? Bad? I'm dying to know.
The Illuvian! Through the mirror!
All right. Hey, an achievement. What does it say? What pride hath wrought? Okay. More again. Oh, Lord. The Fallowmire Morgan. Okay. Ooh, that's a long one. Oh. Okay. Well, just from simply skimming that, it seems like nobody in Orlais particularly likes Morrigan, which kind of makes sense. She's pretty, excuse me, abrasive. Not the nicest person. And we've all seen how Alistair responds to her, and he's the nicer person. So how is everybody? Hope life is going well for you all. Day's going well. Everything's going good on this end. But you know, when playing loading screen the game, life is always just one giant loading screen. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Shit. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Really? There we go.
It is done.
Okay.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not.
He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
I can barely understand it. I hear something. It's trying to, I think.
It's voices, whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Suck my
Then we'd have
dick.
to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
I'm doing my best, then help me understand. The decision was made. The decision was made, but help.
Then help me. Isn't that what you came here to do?
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed. That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but with his dragon... There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
Are you certain of this?
Certain? No, it's all we can do. Must prepare for the worst.
I don't think certain is the right word.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
Okay. Alright everybody, thank you so very much for joining me today. I enjoyed you. I hope you enjoyed me. And if you like what you see, please do not be afraid to follow. I am going to put the link to my YouTube channel in chat in case any of you want to catch up on the rest of the playthrough. And I will see you. You know what? There is a possibility that I might do a weekend stream. I don't know, because I've got a bunch of children coming over. My nieces and nephews, yes. Some of them are little, some of them are not. All of them are loud. But if you enjoyed everything, if you liked what you see, if you like what I do, please drop a follow, drop a like, subscribe, all that, you know, YouTube, Twitch nonsense. and I'll see you all later.